for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Talking Rocks Cavern. Explore the beauty above and below ground at Talking Rocks Cavern. And the Springfield Greene County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
And here we are on Wednesday. We're making it through the week, one day at a time. It's cool out there. Cool this morning, like 50s. So cold for some of you, I know, but that's where we're headed.
Yourself included? Myself included?
Myself included. It's a little chilly out there, but what are you going to do? It happens this time of year. We'll begin with some news.
All right, here we go. A judge in Cole County heard arguments about ballot language on the issue of abortion. As we told you, the ACLU challenged ballot language on several constitutional amendments that would make abortion legal again in Missouri. Voters will make the decision on Missouri's 2024 ballot, so we shall see. The judge is expected to rule next week, and then an appeal is expected from the side that loses, regardless of which side that is. Yeah. As the price of everything continues to go up, Springfield residents can add electricity to the list. City Utilities wants to raise electric rates by 4.8% next year, another 4% in 2025, and almost 4% in 2026. The last rate increase by CU was in 2016. Since then, inflation has risen 26%. So that's why the city council is expected to vote on the rate increases come Monday.
26%. That's crazy. Man, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody's pay went up quite that much, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, you can understand certainly why they're asking for it. But
Springfield police are urging people to protect their guns. That after 11 guns were stolen in 1 week. 11 guns out of cars. Most of them unlocked cars. The police department is asking people to take their guns inside the house. Do not leave them out in the car because thieves are apparently targeting cars because they can find guns there. They've figured that out. Governor Parson has named Kelly Broniak as the newest judge on the Missouri Supreme Court. She will replace Judge George Draper, who is retiring as he hits the court's mandatory retirement age of 70. Another judge will retire for that very same reason next month.
All right. If you look at Missouri State job postings, you might see university president on the list now. MSU has officially listed the opening following the announcement that Cliff Smart is going to retire at the end of the current school year. A search committee is being formed this month with the goal of naming a new president in March. It's exciting. That's a big job. As we mentioned before, it's probably a 24/7 type of a job. All right. The Missouri Chamber of Commerce is supporting current Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe as he runs for governor. Kehoe actually was the chairman of Missouri's Chamber of Commerce about 20 years ago. Kehoe is running for the Republican nomination against current Secretary and State Senator Bill Eigel from St. Charles County, who we told you about yesterday.
Yeah. And lawmakers in Jefferson City are reconvening today to debate whether to override any of Governor Parson's vetoes from the 2023 regular session. There are 201 line item vetoes that they can consider overriding. Among other things, it takes a lot, but among other things, it'll take 2/3 of the legislative body to override one of the governor's vetoes. And a lot of those vetoes are budget line item vetoes. He vetoed $500 million worth of line items in the budget. So some of those lawmakers are going to no doubt try to get that money back. But you can getting 2/3 of the legislature to agree on anything is tough. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., lawmakers are considering the impeachment of President Biden. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy ordered the House committee to open a formal impeachment inquiry into President Biden. House Republicans have been investigating for months accusations of corruption in the Biden administration, including that the president's family, specifically his son Hunter, used his father's position and influence to make money for the family. Those are the accusations. We'll see what happens with the inquiry.
Okay. Back here in the Ozarks, the newest area roundabout will be built at the entrance to Wilsons Creek National Battlefield. Construction on State Highway ZZ and Farm Road 182 will start next week and should be completed by November of next year. Also, the Friends of the Zoo Board has a new director. Allison Tuckness comes to the organization from the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. She has 18 years of experience working in nonprofits. She's replacing Don Tillman, who is retiring from the Friends of the Zoo after 20 years about there as leader.
Okay. We told you about inflation hurting Americans. We now know the poverty rate in the United States rose by 4.6% just last year. That's the very first increase in the poverty rate since 2010.
Hmm.
Man, I don't know what's in my throat. Sorry. And even worse than that, the child poverty rate jumped from 5.2%, more than doubled, to 12.1% in just 1 year. Is that unbelievable?
Yeah.
Child poverty went from 5.2% to 12.1 in 1 year.
That's an interesting, I mean, that must be what, like food insecurity in the home? I mean, how do they define child poverty
It's
versus
shocking.
if they're with their parents or, you know,
There's a whole
displaced
recipe
teenagers?
that they used for government assistance and all that sort of thing to figure out who's in poverty and how that number's changed. This is cool. Classic rock band Kansas is coming to Springfield again. They'll take the stage at the Gilloys March 8th of next year. They played the Ozark Empire Fair a few years ago, and now they're coming back. They love Springfield so much. So you can expect to hear Carry On, My Wayward Son. I know it's actually named Carry On, Wayward Son, but they say my in the line, so I always repeat the my. Dust in the Wind, Point of No Return. These are great songs. Play the Game Tonight, Fight Fire with Fire. Those are all on the Greatest Hits album, which I had as a kid. My brothers liked Kansas, so I became a
Yeah,
fan
I
too.
like Kansas. I like several of their songs.
Yeah, very good.
You know me, I know some of the lyrics without ever knowing who sings the song. So, but
Yeah, that is true.
that's just a personal problem that I've long had.
Kansas is a great classic rock band. Okay, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback. Did you hear about this? Patrick Mahomes. He sent out a tweet immediately that he regretted. He was sending well wishes after New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles tendon just about 4 plays into his debut with the Jets. I mean, it's a sad deal. Monday Night Football. He's out for the season. So Mahomes, being the nice guy that he is, tweeted, "Hate that man, praying for the best." But he failed to put a comma after that. So it read, "Hate that man, praying for the best." Which is pretty funny. Punctuation matters. He then quickly deleted that and resent the tweet with proper punctuation, followed by a tweet not long after that, because he heard it from people all over, because that's what Twitter is, right? Or X, I should say. The tweet that said, "Knew I was going to need that edit button on here one of these days," laughing emoji. So he fixed it. It's funny, but it's not funny for Aaron Rodgers because he's out for the season.
Yeah. Oh, I know that stinks. Ugh. Okay, tomorrow is KY3's big health, happiness, and fun fair. Its focus is on helping senior citizens be active in the community after retirement. It is tomorrow from 9 to 4 at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds, Eplex, and it is free to attend. So that should be fun. Yeah, head out
Yeah,
there.
I think that's new. I don't. Do you remember them doing that before?
No. I mean, I remember like the Safe and Sound
Yeah, this is different.
fair, but this
Yeah.
is different. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exciting. Good for them.
Oh.
You know me, I love senior citizens. I've been known to hang out at the Senior Citizen Center, although it's been a minute since I've been there. But all right, this is cool. The Bolivar Police Department has a new canine on the force, and a 6th grader is the one who got to name him. Trenton Kellogg entered the name Officer Mattis in a naming contest, and his entry was chosen by the department.
All right.
Pretty
Well, good
great.
for him.
I know.
Good for Trenton. That's cool.
I don't mean to brag, but just so you know, I have a robot named after me. A bomb squad robot for Springfield named after me.
That is true.
I know.
Where was
Yeah.
I? I was with. Where was I? I was somewhere where I was with some of the members. I was driving to. Yeah, I was driving down to Hurricane Idalia, and one of the guys on Convoy's team now is a former firefighter who was on the bomb squad,
And he
and
told
now
you that
he's
their bomb
working at
robot's named after me?
Convoy of Hope, and he said I was in the cab, he's in the truck, and we're just driving along for hours upon hours. And at one point he goes, "Hey, did you know we named the bomb robot after your wife?" I
So
said, no. How on earth did that happen? And he told me that you were there and you asked for the name, and they immediately on the spot named it Sarah. So
yeah, so they had just gotten a brand new bomb robot, which is like the
right,
robot that goes in to try to retrieve a bomb, see where a bomb, like it has like a camera on it, see what's going on around there so that they don't have to go into the building, they can watch it. Anyway, they got that new on a day where I was called out to breaking news. It was like in the middle of the night, and or whatever time it was, like super dark early in the morning. And I said, "That robot looks like a human. What's its name?" And they were like, "I don't know. What is its name?" And I'm like, "Well, Sarah, of course." And it stuck. Like all these years later, it stuck. So the bomb robot is still Sarah. How about that?
that's right, Sarah without an H.
Sarah without an H. There you go. All right. We do want to tell you about a new contest at Around the Ozarks. We have the chance to win Chiefs tickets again, the Kansas City Chiefs home tickets, and Kansas City Chiefs signed jerseys. So all you have to do is guess the score of the upcoming Chiefs game. And everyone who gets the total score of both teams correct or
Total score.
closest without
Right.
going over, then your name goes into a pool to be drawn for the winner. So it's kind of like Price is Right, closest to without going over.
Closest to without going over. Right.
Yeah. So let me give you an example because I feel like this is important. So you would not say like Chiefs 21, Detroit 20. That's not what you would say. You would say my guess is 41.
Total points.
Total score.
Both
Total
teams.
points, both teams. That's what you're guessing. You can find it at aroundtheozarks.com. And if you are the winner, then you can get Kansas City Chiefs tickets to a home game or Kansas City Chiefs signed jerseys.
Isn't that cool?
Yes. So it's exciting.
Yeah, that's super cool. We're going to be doing this all season long. So get ready. You can put your football knowledge to the test and see if you can guess you got to figure out how offensive are the teams, how much defense is going to be played. Is it going to be
Right.
a high scoring game? I'm going to check the Las Vegas over under to see where that is. They're usually pretty close, I'll be honest.
Right.
And go from there.
All
That's
right.
pretty cool.
Okay.
Looking
Well,
forward
thanks
to
for
that.
joining us, guys. Have a great week.
Have a good rest of the week. Certainly a good Wednesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
All right. Bye.